guys, how you doing? This is Ben, the Real Estate Pro, coming at you, hopefully going to kick you some knowledge. So today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about discount brokerages. And the main question that I'm proposing here is why discount brokerages just don't seem to catch a lot of market share. Now, what is a discount brokerage? A discount brokerage is it's a mortgage, or I'm sorry, it's a real estate broker or a real estate company that lists and sells homes, and they just do it for a flat fee or a reduced fee, the percentage. Some of these companies will charge, 2 or 3%. Some of them will charge a flat fee of $2,500. Some of them charge a flat fee of $5,000 in order to sell your home. And most of them will do the exact same service for a fraction of what a traditional agent might charge. So the question is, how come these companies, number one, don't seem to stick around for very long or get a lot of market share? And the other thing is, why don't consumers know about these companies? Okay, those are some very interesting questions to ask. Now, for me, I think there's a couple of things to consider. Well, before I get into that, what most agents will tell you is that the reason why these companies don't, seem to catch on, and many of them just go out of business, is because people want to pay more in order to sell their home, essentially. Which, who wants to pay more for pretty much the exact same or very similar service? I mean, if you could pay less and get the exact same result, wouldn't you do that? And then why is it that people don't know about it? Well, so back when I first started in the mortgage business, this is back about 2003, 2004, I had a friend of mine contact me and ask me, hey, can you please pre-qualify my sister because I want to sell my home to my sister? So I said, yeah, no problem. I took her application, pre-qualified her, and as part of that process, I needed a copy of the purchase contract. So I called my friend and I said, hey, can I get a copy of the purchase contract? I just need something that says that, you are selling the house to your sister for a certain amount. And he said, yeah. And he said something that surprised me. He said, yeah, I'll have my real estate agent send it over to you. And I thought to myself, real estate agent? Okay. It's none of my business, however they want to handle it. If that's how they feel that they want to get the deal done, that's fine. So we close escrow, and I notice on the closing statement that the agent charged a full 6%. And I thought that was odd because this person didn't need to list the property really. I'm sure they probably did. But they listed it as pending. They didn't really market the property. They didn't do any open houses. They didn't really do any of the things that traditionally you would when you want to list a house and sell it. The buyer was already there. The buyer was baked into the deal, yet this agent charged 6%. So I got a hold of my friend because I just wanted to make sure that the transaction went well, and I just wanted to get, I wanted to ask him some questions about this, and I just asked him. I said, hey, is there any particular reason why you got a real estate agent involved since you already knew who the buyer was? It was your sister, and that is the job of an agent to find a buyer. And then why did you agree to pay 6%? And what he said has stuck with me for a very long time. What he said was, well, isn't that required? Don't you have to hire an agent? Don't you have to pay 6%? And I think, guys, a lot of the public, I think they're either operating on a minimal amount of information, bad information, or they're just being, I'll just go ahead and say it, flat out misled by real estate agents. So does that mean that the reason why people don't know about this is because they're not smart, or they don't know much about real estate? You got to remember, a lot of these people in real estate, or when you do a real estate transaction, you do one once in a very long while, and you rely on real estate agents to help you. Okay? And then there's also real estate agents, and I think this is more the reason why the public doesn't seem to know very much about these services that are out there, is that real estate agents don't promote these services. And why should they? Because let's face it, most agents they get into the business to make money, just like anybody. That's why you get a job. Well, whatever type of field you go into it, as part of the reason is to make money. And for most real estate agents, and I'm a real estate agent, it's to make money. And let's say that you go with one of these discount brokerages and you get a listing, you sell the property, and you make, let's say, $2,500. Well, your buddy who works at the brokerage across the street did the exact same thing that you did, got a listing, sold it, and they made three times more than what you did. So as an agent or as a human being, what are you going to do? You're going to go, I like the idea, I like this company, but I think I'm going to go across the street and work for them because they did the exact same amount of work I did, and they made three times more. Agents just don't promote these types of companies. Okay, most agents just are going to, like I said, tell you that yeah, you could go with one of these companies, and yeah, they'll charge you less, but what are you really getting? Are you going to be able to sell the house? Are they going to be able to do all the things that I would do if you pay me a full 5 or 6% commission? And what I've found is in most cases, yeah, these discount brokerages do exactly the same thing. Me personally, now I didn't work for a discount brokerage, but I had a similar program for people that that wanted to save or just couldn't pay a 6% commission because of the equity in the property. So we worked it out. I charged a flat fee and I sold the property just like I would any other property. We did open houses. We got listed on MLS. I went and marketed to social media. I did all the things that I would do with any type of listing that I would ever get. And I think in most cases, at least the companies that I've seen, they pretty much do exactly the same thing. And the reason why you have sellers that just don't utilize these companies is they just don't know about them. And agents who they're going to go to in order to get the advice that they need, they're not going to promote these companies either. They're going to tell you not to go with one of these. Now, the company that you're looking at right now, these are a couple gentlemen that I follow on YouTube. They're called Flat Fee Advantage, and I know they are a competitor of mine, and I'm promoting their site. But you know what? Maybe a flat fee is right for you. Now, in some cases, maybe going the traditional route is the best way for you to sell your home. But the point is that you have more choices. There are other ways to sell your home, and in a lot of cases, in most cases, I would say, you can save a lot of money. You just got to go with the right brokerage. You got to go with the right individuals that are going to help you sell your home. And the number one thing is look at you and take their fiduciary responsibility and their duty of care very seriously. Okay? And unfortunately, guys, I'm just going to say it, a vast majority, and this is what I mean, a majority of agents can't spell fiduciary, let alone understand what it means. Okay? It means it's my sworn duty to look out for your interests. And I think these guys do that. Now, this is John McConnon, and then let me go down to the bottom here. And then Phil Mills, this is their information. John McConnon is actually an attorney, and they're based out of San Diego. So if you're in that area, and if you like the idea of possibly going with a flat fee, and you like the idea of having an attorney, a licensed broker who is an attorney, help you, maybe you have a specific situation, then maybe an attorney would be really handy, or a real estate attorney would be really handy. You may want to go ahead and give these guys a call. Now, they're promoting listing and selling your home for just $5,000 with our broker attorney team. Okay, so Phil and John would be more than happy to help you, in that area if you feel that you can benefit from these folks. There's another company that I caught on to that I've had several people talk to me about is Just 990. What they purport, their sales pitch, I guess you can say, is you pay a $990 fee and they will sell your home. Now, I think there's more to it, but that's still a possibility where you can pay a low fee in order to sell a home. And I think the point, guys, is simply this, is go out there and look around a little bit. Ask questions. Ask your agent some questions. Okay? And understand their answers, number one, but then also understand, that they are trying to get you to go with them. So they're going to talk bad or maybe talk negatively about any discount, quote unquote, discount brokerage that's out there. Okay. But don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to compare the different services that you'll get. And I think what you'll find if you take the time to do that, a lot of these discount places or discount brokerages will give you the exact same service as somebody that's charging you 5 or 6%. But anyways, guys, hopefully that helps you. This has been the Real Estate Pro, guys, and we will talk to you next time.